Now that we've signed up for REPL successfully, we need to learn just a little bit about what it is that we're looking at here. We are going to use REPL as what is known as an IDE, an Integrated Developers Environment. Really what that means is that everything we need in order to make or develop our product. In this case, our product, our development is going to be a web page. We're using CSS and HTML. Everything we need is going to be integrated here into the window that you see. So we are going to use all 4 parts of this window at some point in time. So the first thing you have to know is over here on the left-hand side. This is where your various documents are going to be located. For the most part, when you are working with developing a web page, you are going to have an HTML document, something.html. That's the web page itself, the thing that gets displayed in a browser window like Chrome or like Safari or Edge. The style page, the .css, that's going to be the thing that will do the style elements in. So when we see a web page and we go, wow, this actually looks good, that's because we had the CSS, the style elements there. We are not going to add anything as far as a JavaScript. You can see there it's script.js. We are just going to be focusing on HTML and CSS for this particular exercise. We could delete that script.js, but we really don't need to. It's not going to have any harm here. Here in the middle window, you can see all of our code. Now, I understand that the code doesn't make any sense right now. That's what the rest of this exercise is going to be for. But this is where you're going to be doing the typing. One of the things that's really great about an IDE is syntax highlighting. If you look here in the middle window, you'll see that we have black for our opening and closing tags. That's the less than and the greater than symbol. Those are in black. That's a cue for you visually that this is where a tag is. What is in between those tags, and again, that's in between the less than and the greater than sign, those are syntax highlighted in blue. Those are our tags. So you can see HTML, you can see head, you can see meta, you can see title, you can see link. All of those are syntax highlighted for you in blue, so your eye knows immediately this is a tag. You can see down here it's on line number 10. That's something else that you can see is line numbers. If you have questions when you reach out to your instructor, just say, I think we're having issues on a line. Or when I get back to you about an issue that you might be having, I can say something like, please check line number 10 and notice. And that way you don't have to dig for, okay, what's the 11th paragraph in here? That's a lot harder to track down. You'll notice that that is in all black because that is just standardized text. That's what's going out to our HTML window. So it's highlighting for us the syntax in much the same way like Microsoft Word would highlight syntax for us. Like if we have a little green squiggle underneath a there, T-H-E-I-R, T-H-E-Y, apostrophe R-E, etc., we know what the issue is. If we've spelled something wrong, you'll see the little red squiggle under a word. That means this is spelled incorrectly. The syntax highlighting helps us as developers do the exact same thing. Over here in the right-hand window, you'll see the output. So all of the changes that I make over here in the middle window. So I'm going to say, hello world, it's me, Mario. I'm not going to spell it correctly. So when I hit run, I should have said, it's a me, Mario. There we go. It's a me, Mario. So when I hit run, we're going to see the output from my code over here in the right-hand window. The shell, the console shell below this is if we were doing things with JavaScript, you would see these here. Now, the other thing to know is we're going to later on see that we can share this REPL link. So all we would have to do is copy from the URL bar the URL and send that to somebody else. So your instructor, for example. And once we send that to your instructor, that's how you're going to submit these assignments. You're not going to print anything. You're not going to be doing a lot of saving of anything to your desktop. And as a matter of fact, there's none at all. So what you'll be doing is sharing these URLs with us, and that's how you're going to be submitting your assignments, because alas, that's how we would actually see these on the web. So that is getting around your Replit window. There are only 4 things to know. There is top, left, center, and right. At the top, your URL, that's what you're going to submit to us. On the left-hand side, that is your files. So your HTML, your CSS, and later on, potentially images as we get to them. In the middle, that is your code window. That's where all of the typing is going to be done. And on the right-hand side, that is your output window. That's where you'll see everything that you've coded as it would be seen on the web. That's it.